In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to set any song or sound as your iPhone's ringtone all without a computer. This method works for any iOS and any iPhone. So before we get started, if you guys want to know how to put your name on your lock screen, so as you guys can see, my name is over here and down here too, then I'll leave a video in the top right that shows you how to do it. And I think it's a pretty neat trick, so if you guys do want to see that, it's a short video and I'd highly recommend you guys do go watch that. So the first thing you guys have to know is that you will need GarageBand installed, as this is key to the installation. So what you guys are going to do is just make sure that you guys go into the App Store here and then just search up GarageBand. Click on the first one here and make sure you guys do have this installed, so click on get and then obviously sign in. So the next thing you guys have to do is just download the song or sound that you guys want to use as your ringtone. So what you guys are going to do is just go into Safari while GarageBand is installing, and from here you guys are just going to get the MP3 of the audio that you need. So for this I will be using NCS, and on the NCS website you can actually download the MP3 directly from the website. But if you guys want the sound from YouTube, then I recommend using a YouTube to MP3 converter that's reliable. Anyways, on the actual NCS download here, I can just click download track, and then it'll say, do you want to download? Just click on download, and then you can just click on this little download icon here to see all your downloads. And as you guys can see, it is in fact here. Another thing you guys can do is just screen record the audio of the file that you guys want, and then you're gonna have to use a converter there. But for this video, I will just be using an MP3 file, as I do believe it is quite easier. And now we just have to wait for the GarageBand download to finish installing. So once GarageBand has in fact installed, what you guys are gonna do is just click on the GarageBand app here, and you will have to put your device in landscape here. And so it's gonna ask to access the microphone. You can click allow or not allow, it does not really matter. So from here, you're just gonna click on continue, and then just click on continue. And then if you guys want, you guys can set notifications, but I'm not really gonna set them, so I'm just gonna click don't allow. And now you guys should see the interface of GarageBand. So what you guys are gonna do is just swipe until you guys see audio recorder, which there it is. And then you're just gonna tap on voice at the corner here. And now what you guys are gonna do is just disable this blue icon right over here next to the recorder button. So just turn that off here, and you'll see that it has been turned off once it turns gray. And now what you guys are gonna click is just this little icon over here. It kind of looks like a brick wall, so just click on that brick wall icon at the top here, and then you'll kind of just see your timeline right over here. And now what you guys are gonna do is just click on your plus icon. So just click the plus icon. It's quite small, so you're just gonna have to move it back here. Click on the plus icon here, and now it should open up a section called song sections, and then you'll see section 8 bars. So what you're gonna do is just click on that. And now what you guys are gonna do is just change the amount of bars to either 30, or what I like doing is just clicking on automatic here, which is way easier, and this kind of just determines the length of your ringtone. And now what you guys are gonna do is just click back here, exit out of that menu, and then the icon right next to the settings icon, you're just gonna click on that. That looks kind of like a loop. And then from here you guys can see some audio that is, I believe that is from Apple over here. So you got 60 shuffle fill and a bunch of other audios as well. But since we're trying to import our own audio here, we're just gonna click on files, and then what we're gonna click on after this is browse items from the files app. And then your most recent download should be here, and our most recent download is obviously our MP3, so you should see it here. If you don't, you're just gonna have to go into browse, and then you're just gonna have to go into on my iPhone, and then you should have a downloads folder here if you've downloaded more than one thing. But since this is a new phone, I don't have it, so which is why I can just go into recents here and click on my audio. But if you guys obviously can't find it, you're just gonna have to click downloads and then find it from there. And now what you guys are gonna do is obviously just tap on your file here, and then it should pop up right over here, so you can see Unknown Brain Wonder. So this is obviously an NCS release. And now what we're gonna do is just drag and drop this audio into the timeline all the way to the end here. And once you guys see your audio there, what you guys are gonna do is choose which part that you want your ringtone to be. Since the beginning of the song, I'm pretty sure most of you guys do not want it to be there. You guys probably want a specific part. So what you're gonna have to do is just trim this audio file. So what you guys are gonna do is just click on the actual audio file, and then with a lot of precision, you're gonna have to find the edge of this. It is pretty difficult, but you guys can just cut out a bunch of the audio here. And then once you guys are done, you're gonna have to continue dragging it back to the 0 here. And then obviously you're just gonna keep continuing this cutting process here. So you can just swipe back on that, and just you have to be very precise with actually clicking on it here. Just cut that here, and then remember to just drag it back at the end. And while you're cutting, what you can do is click on this little playhead over here, which will actually play the audio here, so you guys can hear what part you're including. And then also I want to say, just remember that the max the ringtone can be is 30 seconds. So try to keep it under 30. And if it is under 30, then it will loop, which is good as well. And then if you guys want to trim a considerable portion, you guys can just zoom out here. And for me, I'd really just want this end part here, so I'm just gonna drag a bunch of this out, and I'll be back when I do finish editing. So once you guys are done, what you guys are gonna do is just click on this bottom arrow here. You're gonna click on my songs, and you'll see saving here. And from here, what you guys are gonna do is click on browse, and you'll see here that it will make a file called my song here. So as you guys can see, it is right here. And now what you guys can do is you're just gonna have to tap and hold, but before that you can also rename your file. So if you tap and hold over here, you can click rename, and then from here you can rename your ringtone here. So I can just name it something like new ringtone, and then just click done. So now what you guys are gonna do is again just hold on it here, click down to share, and now you guys should see the actual menu where you can set the ringtone. So you can just make a general song here, so it'll be a stereo audio file. You can do a ringtone, which is what we're looking for, or you can just send it back to GarageBand. So for this, we're just gonna click on ringtone here. And then as you guys can see, my ringtone is more than 30 seconds. So what I have to do is go back, and once you've adjusted your ringtone length, you will see this menu pop up here saying export ringtone. Or if you guys don't want to go through the hassle of doing that, it'll automatically cut it for you. But I cut my ringtone down to 30 seconds, so it doesn't really matter anyways. But from here, you can just click on export here, and then I've already done it, but it should show for you guys in your actual settings here. So what you guys have to do is just go home now. You can put your phone back into landscape, and from here what we can do is go into settings, and then what you guys are going to do is scroll down to sound and haptics, and then you can just go to ringtone here, and then you'll see your new ringtone right over here. And this will always be at the top of your actual ringtone list. So if it's not at the top, that means something didn't go right with exporting. But what you guys can do now is just click on your ringtone here. So you can just click on it, and then you guys can obviously hear it, but right here, I'm just gonna turn that off. And another thing you guys can do is set it as your text tone as well. So if you scroll all the way down, you can see your ringtone here. You can set it as your text tone. You can set it as your voicemail. You can literally do whatever you want with this downloaded audio. So if you guys want to find a different text tone, you'd have to do the same thing in GarageBand, and it should work. Anyways, I hope this video helped. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this, and make sure to watch the video linked in the top right to actually put your name on your home screen here. Thanks for watching.